Okay, y'all, so me and Phil getting started. Y'all see we're up here at the corner of Marathon gas station and the Mexican restaurant. And boy, I'd like to have that Budweiser sign. Man, I might talk to them about that Budweiser sign. I like that Budweiser sign. Put that in my shop as a trinket, even though I don't drink. Anyway, so y'all see the grass. The grass is just not doing good. It's so hot and so dry. There is a little moisture on the ground due from this morning. It was but it's super muggy out today. So me and Phil are Phil got to work at the same. He's in control when he gets there. So we're gonna knock this one out. We got and like I said, we got about 5 more. We got to do the big one out there in Gay, Georgia. So I cut this, and we don't weed eat nothing back here. I spray all this because, well, why is that, Ray? Because around these air conditioners and stuff, I've had guys, try to weed eat behind there, and they hit the line and they shut the unit down, and then next thing you know, the cooler inside ain't cooling, and it's all because the guy with a weed eater. So I told the owners, I said, I'm not going to weed eat nothing in the back here anymore, because I ended up having to pay some money, and it's been years ago, and it wasn't chump change either. So I think the bill to fix it was like $600, but more importantly, it was the product inside not cooling. The drinks. Lucky it wasn't a meat cooler or anything, but it was just the drinks. One of them. So I paid like $300. It cost like $600 to get it fixed. I had to pay like $300. So I don't. That's why I don't weed eat none of this in the back. I just don't. Because if you send a guy back here to weed eat and he cuts something, then I'll lose the account. Because I won't be willing to pay for that again. So we don't do that. Okay, y'all. So I got Phil going over here on this one. One thing that me and Phil we both forgot is I don't have the little mower with me. I don't have the little mower or my wallet with me. Yeah, it tells you how together I got it, y'all. Oh my God. But it's not a big deal because there's some extra stuff over there that they want us to do. So I got Phil doing that, and I'm gonna run home and grab the little mower and and my wallet. So not a biggie. I hope it don't rain, man. It might rain today, man. I love it, man. We need it, man. So if it rains, then we're gonna be in trouble. It's Saturday, man, and it's 9 o'clock right now, and we're what, 150 in? So plus the spray, so 30, so 180 in, and we ain't even been working an hour yet. So I don't mind it being like this. Yeah, they're not calling for no rain. So I appreciate all the views and all the comments on the video yesterday, and make no mistake, man, I like the young man out here. I really do. But you can only, you got to be able to do the job, and you got to be able to be accountable. And he's a little young for all that. That's all, really. It really ain't his fault either. It's just, well, he's just young, and he's got to learn. And I feel like part of his learning process, if he's working for me and if I'm paying him, is for me to teach him some of the things that really ain't got nothing to do with the physical aspects of this job. I can't just not be aware of all that. So, but Phil will wrap that one up, and we're gonna keep it moving. We ain't gonna do that much work today, not that much money. We'll see how much time, how long it takes us to do everything. This little encounter right here does set us back just a little bit, about 10 minutes, but good thing is I got Phil cutting what I need him to cut. So he was going to be standing around, waiting on me to get done. So we'll take that 10 minutes and I'll apply it to this, right? So we might be able to get some of the HOA in today too. So if we can cut a piece of the HOA, it's a little bit early to be cutting it. A little bit early. Let's get done with the list first, and then we'll see what I can incorporate. See what kind of time we make. Because Phil's still learning the property, so that's the first time he's been to the marathon and the Mexican restaurant. He said he's been there to eat. The Mexican restaurant, he said it's good. It's real good. So I left Phil here, right, so I could run and get the mower and see if I'd have had a young man out here, he'd be standing around waiting on me. See, Phil's doing something.
I've been waiting all day to kiss, finally quitting time. And I'll be home in just a little while. It's Friday night and I'm taking you out. Ain't nothing gonna stop me now. Pedal to the metal now, baby. Ain't nothing gonna slow me down. We're gonna have a G-double-O-D time when I get back in town. Since I've been gone, I had nothing but you heavy on my mind. Phone calls from you keeps me hanging here on the line. Everywhere I go, I keep seeing your face. Your lips on mine, I can't wait to embrace. Pedal to the metal now, baby, ain't nothing gonna slow me down. We're gonna have a G-double-O-D time when I get back in town.
Okay, y'all, so that's all the footage I'm gonna get over here today. Yeah, I'll try to make it as entertaining as I can, but I gotta get busy. Okay, y'all, so this is another way I make money. Right here is a couple of the storage facilities around me. They call me to cut locks, and I don't ever really talk about it that much because it's only $40 a pop, but see how long it takes me to make this 40. And the reason I do it is because a locksmith charges more, and I'm not a locksmith, so I'll probably cut probably 5 or 6 a month for sure. So I'm gonna hang y'all up right here and let y'all see how quick I get this lock off. And I just got my Milwaukee, man. So yeah. Yeah, y'all see. And I just leave a lock right there. $40, y'all. How long did that take? $40. That quick, man. Less than a minute. I'm international, man. I'll do that all day long. I'm on my way to get a Sammy, and I go right by here. So if I can cut a lock or two and make, you know, 80 or 40 or $80 or whatever, I do it, man. And then what I do with that money? I take that money and I pay the labor to make more money. That's what I do with it. So that money right there will go toward field today. It took me 1 minute to, I mean, not even a minute, dude. Y'all saw how long it took, and I'm gonna leave it on real time. So, yeah, I make money every which way, man. Well, $40 ain't nothing, man. That ain't no money, man. It'll cost you that much. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. And I do a lot of that, man. A lot. Like I said, probably not 100 a year, but probably 75 or so. And $40. If you take the $40 if I take that $40 and I give it away, then okay, it ain't nothing. But if I take that $40 and I pay labor for it, or put fuel in the truck with it, or something like that, or fill the lawnmowers up with it, I mean, I mean, it's a freaking no-brainer, man. And all I gotta have is a grinder. And I've been doing that, and I've been doing so much of it that the other storage facility that they own a couple of them, they had me cut theirs off too. And they even got another storage facility a little further away that they would have me go cut them too. But it's too far away from me to make it where it's worth it. But if you can get money like that and then turn around and invest that money, though it's just $40 little, I'll turn that 40, less than a minute of work, we'll say 10 minutes of work, $40, we'll say that. I mean, because I have to drive into the gate and all, so we'll say 5 minutes. If I take that $40 and I put fuel in a lawnmower, something that took me less than 5 minutes, then I can cut yards a little bit cheaper and make the same money that somebody that's paying full retail. Because the way I see it, and I might be all screwed up, the way I see it, when I do stuff like that and I use the money for fuel, I'm not paying retail for fuel anymore. If that makes sense. I mean, you got to have a grinder. Well, I got to have a grinder no matter what. You got to have grinding cutoff wheels. I got them too. I buy them by the 100. So, all kind of ways to make money. And nobody said that you gotta, because you cut lawns, is that the only way you can make money is to cut lawns. I do a lot of stuff that makes money. The good thing is I get to pick and choose what I want to do. Like right now, we did a Mexican restaurant this morning, so y'all know what that means. That means I got to go in here and give them an invoice. So a little bit of a headache here, you know. But like I said, I do that quite a few times a year, and it's go. I said go. And we got this up here looking pretty good. Phil did a great job today. By the way, we're done, and we didn't make that much money, but what's important is the critical part that we got done, right? You know, getting done with the remnants of this past week and then some, because having my guy not come into work like he did, he only worked one day this week, and I'm all the way caught up. That's pretty good, man, if you ask me. But yeah, I would even do. I would do the property cheaper if I didn't have to go through this. I would go down to on a regular cut. I would go down to 65, just so if they would Venmo me or Zelle me or something, I would actually go down. Having to do this, and it wouldn't make sense for me not to, though. It's right. I mean, because I'm cutting the marathon too. If I'm cutting the marathon, bad business if you don't cut this too, if it's open for you to cut. So let me go in here and get what I'm gonna get, man. All right, that was painless. Yeah, that was pretty good, man. They had it all ready for me, so pretty sweet, man. Like I was saying, you know, being able to do a lot of different stuff, it makes it where you can really turn a profit in every way. And I know there's gonna be somebody come in the comment talking about, man, $40 ain't enough for that. Well, you know, if I take the $40 and I don't blow it, and it doesn't take me but five, I wish I could make $40 every 3 minutes. I'd be good. I'd be good. And too bad I can't. But yeah, man. So just different ways to make money out here that doesn't necessarily have to be lawn maintenance. You know, I make money a lot of different ways, and though little, a lot, some people might call petty, some people might do it. Well, man, you could have went and cut a yard and made double that. No, we're caught up on all the yards, so no, I couldn't have. And I'm not going to make double that on a yard ever, because you can't. There's never a yard that I can do in 1 minute or two. No, I ain't got 1 yard like that. I got some I can do in 15 minutes. So yeah. So I've been watching a few videos of what's the guy's name? It's Jonathan over there at Florida Turf Pros. He's a pretty smart guy. He's one of the ones that I watch, and he's getting into some of the bigger equipment stuff. And even he will tell you that right now he ain't chasing no big jobs, none. All he's trying to do is do the lawn maintenance right now. And that's what I try to tell all these haters that come at me all the time. You got that skid just sitting there. Well, I guess I'd rather it be sitting there than not have it at all. I don't have time in the summertime to do the skid jobs. I don't. And it's good to know that I'm not, you know, because when people come into comments, and I think to myself, damn, man, it would be nice to be able to do some of these skid jobs, but I don't think that I'm too far out of the norm with somebody else, right? And Jonathan over there at Turf Pros, Florida Turf Pros, y'all check his channel out, man. He's been coming on with a lot more in-depth videos about philosophy and things instead of just the work, you know. And I'm digging it, man. He's pretty good, and he's got a lot of subscribers. I mean, he's a pretty big channel. He's pretty knowledgeable too, and he's been doing it a long time. And he's got a crew of guys that he you know, does lawn maintenance, and he does do other stuff. Maybe not to the extent that I do. I don't know if he owns a skid or whatever, but I have seen him do, you know, side jobs and stuff like that. He might own one of the minis. I can't remember, but he's saying in the videos, that the video that he put up a day or two ago, that he doesn't even try to sell bigger jobs right now. Don't even try to sell it. All he's trying to do is keep up with the lawn maintenance. And I think that's great advice, because that's exactly what I do. Now, I ask myself, when these guys come in the comments and they act like they know what they're talking about, and they come in my comments and they say things like, well, man, you need to be running that skid steer every day. You need to be doing this. You need to be doing that. And then I look at somebody else in business is showing that, I mean, they're showing their business. They're not just talking, they're showing. You know, so sick of the stupid shit about people not showing, but they know everything, but they don't show nothing. But this guy's showing, and he's like, I don't have time to do skid work. I gotta keep up with the lawn maintenance. I gotta support the lawn maintenance crew that he has. Supporting them meaning make sure they have work, make sure everybody's getting paid, make sure their equipment's running right, and all that. I mean, he's doing great just to have a crew of guys. And I know they do good money. I know they do. He ain't got to tell me. I know. I could tell when somebody's for real. And but the point I'm trying to make is, you know, when you're doing the lawn maintenance and you've been doing it a while, in the heat of the summer, you want to make sure that you keep all that repetitive work. And if people are not calling you about more repetitive work, meaning lawn maintenance, then I had to put them off. And that's exactly what he said. So just FYI to all the haters, I ain't the only one. How come y'all ain't going in his comments telling him all the things that he's doing wrong? Right. But I just want to throw that out there, man. I don't have a lot of content today, but I've noticed that on a lot of the other channels that where the guys have been doing the lawn maintenance for a while, and what and this guy actually talks about, there's a lot more money in the landscape jobs and the sod jobs and blah blah. There's a lot more money in all that, and it's, well, Ray, if there's a lot more money, then why aren't you doing it? Because he knows, just like I know, that it's not very smart of you to jeopardize the repetitive lawn maintenance customers. So if they're not talking about repetitive lawn maintenance, I'm not too tough doing no work for them right now. And I pretty much tell them that. Even if I could sell the job, I may sell the job for October. But a lot of times when you do that kind of thing, you end up losing the job to somebody else that might not be as deep in the lawn game as I am. See, I'm knee deep in the lawn game. And I have to have it like that, and I have to be at, not every job, but I have to be at a lot of the jobs in order for us to make money at it and me to keep the relationship going. And I just, because I use YouTube as a reference too. And I see guys on YouTube that are doing lawn maintenance, and there ain't none of them trying to do no skid steer work. Even Chad just got that new equipment. You see, he's so busy with the lawn maintenance that he ain't had time to do anything with it. He's got to get the ramps fixed and all that. So he ain't had time to do anything with the new piece of equipment. But I guarantee you this: if it were October, November, all the way to March, I bet he has that thing going strong. But right now, with the heat and everything, the lawn maintenance and the repetitive nature of all the work is where you want to be if you are in lawn maintenance. And if you're in lawn maintenance and you don't have quite enough work, and you can secure more, weekly or bi-weekly repetitive work, then that's the work I would chase if I was you. I'm not telling you what to do, but those are the customers that you really want. The one-time jobs are great. I love them, but you can't count money on them because you never know when you're going to get them or not. You got to be able to count your money out here. And if you can't count it before you get it, then, it's hard to manage it because you don't know what you're managing. You don't know how much you're managing. Damn, Phil did a great job over here today. It looks so good, man. See, Phil don't miss nothing. I love it. But I'm just throwing that out there to be creating a little bit of controversy, content, because that's what sells, apparently. I got an email from YouTube, and YouTube told me how much I'm getting this month for YouTube. And I'll just be straight up honest with you guys. $340 is what I'm getting from YouTube this month. That's what they deposited in my bank account. Where they will on Monday. I got an email from them either last night or this morning. So that's what I make to do the YouTube videos. And usually it's right around $300 a month. And so y'all can look at my views and y'all can look at everything and y'all can see that's what it takes to do YouTube videos. So for guys that think there's a lot of money in YouTube, there ain't. I think the most I've ever gotten from a YouTube month is around $400. That's the most I've ever gotten. So, and I ain't begging for views or nothing. I don't want nobody to think that. I'm good. I'm thankful and grateful for all the I got loyal subscribers, man, and you guys are great, man. really are. My subscriber base is solid, man, solid. I don't really know why I don't get more views, but you know, I know that I'm going to get a certain amount of views from just the consistency of me putting videos out and the loyal following that I get from the regular subscribers. And I thank everybody for that, man. I really do. It makes me feel like, you know, the videos aren't just a waste of time, though I would probably do them anyway because, well, I love me some me, and I like to document my journey, and that's what this business is. It's a journey. So, and it's my journey. Ain't nobody else's. It's mine. And I like to share the things that I learn, the things that I see, and the thoughts on all that as well. And make no mistake that everything that I do out here and everything that I go by and live by might not be in agreement with everybody. Hell, a lot of it might not even be right. But we all know a few things that we all know. I ain't telling no lie. I ain't trying to beat nobody. I pay taxes every year, and I do what I say. And I try to mentor young men as well. So these are things that I know I do. So for guys that come in the comments always downing me, you know, don't watch. I mean, you can't hurt me, you can't stop me, you know. I mean, but Phil did great today, and like I said last week, we're gonna, you know, Phil, I'm not working tomorrow. Tomorrow what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna figure out the new scheduling with software, and try to move things around in a way to where I can not be stressed. And I believe that my commercial customer bought 2 more properties, so we may be doing some skid work. I don't mind doing skid work if I got time, and if it's for my regular lawn people, as long as it's not far away or nothing. But I'm not chasing skid work, I guess. But if a job falls in my lap, I'll look at it. And I know that if my commercial guy has any skid jobs, that I will get the job and I'll do it. It doesn't matter what the job is really, if it's a skid job. Because if I don't have the proper attachment for that, guess what? I'll go buy it. I'm not gonna not do a job for him and that company because I don't have the proper equipment. I'll buy the right equipment, whatever I need to do. You know, I'm talking about a skid steer attachment or whatever. So I'm stoked about the new trailer coming in, y'all. Oh my God, I can't wait. Phil is a beast, man. And Phil said he's going to be out here for a year, going to school here. So let's stop everything for a minute. I said, okay, so exactly what does that mean, Ray? Well, during the winter, it's a perfect time for me to test the waters about keeping a guy during the winter, because Phil's not wanting 40 hours a week. 2 days a week? Oh my God, what a way to freaking, you know, wet my beak, if you will, for the winter work. Because I know Phil's solid. I'm not worried about Phil getting to work. I'm not worried about Phil off the field issues, because he doesn't have any. I'm not worried about, you know, any of the vices that these other guys go through. I'm not worried about none of that with Phil. So Phil is going to be available a couple of days a week, even in the winter, this winter, and then possibly next summer as well. So this is a chance for me to seize the moment and try to build on that, right? And me recognizing that, I wouldn't recognize that if I hadn't had all the problems with labor over the years. You know, I wouldn't recognize that Phil is a solid. He's solid. But I'm gonna get in here and kick back with Sweet Pea. It's 2:00. It was 2:20, and me and my dog are just gonna chill, man. And we're gonna get out the heat for a minute. And it's only 94 degrees. I mean, you know, I can't believe that I'm already all caught up from last week, and my guy was only worked one day. Very surprised that. Well, I'm not really surprised. I'm pretty happy about it because I overcame a lot this week. And most weeks you don't have to overcome that much, but it's good to know that you can if you have to. But y'all know what it is, man. It's Sammy time, sir, y'all. Deuces.